スーパーレディオブラザーズ
It's time for the Super Radio Brothers. I think the one just had an accident.
Yes, the Super Radio Brothers. We are back broadcasting from strategic locations all across the empire. You
Yes.
heard it first.
Somebody cover those windows quick.
Woo!
We are the Super Radio Brothers. Excited to be back. And, of course, Super Radio Father with us.
Oh, yeah. Super Radio Son, Super Radio Trent.
And Super Radio Best Friend on the other side.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I got to wipe my tears over here. Hold on.
RC3, bless your heart, man. I tell you, that's so nice. Anyway, it's great to be here. RC3 is the accident to the show. And, we are,
Well, that's what my parents said. No, I was the show's over.
Thank you, folks. It's been good seeing you guys. No, listening to you guys. Oh, what?
We're going home. I think Trent wanted to mention something at the top of the show, and he's about to ruin the whole best friend thing.
Okay.
I don't know about all that. I mean, considering I can't help when Tom Brady was born. I mean, he was born when we're recording this show. He's born today.
Well, guess what? If I had a time machine, I'd be able to stop that from ever happening.
Oh, that show was on the other day.
How dare you, Rich? He was the twinkle of his parents' eye.
Can you imagine if there was, I guarantee it, if there was no Tom Brady, the Jets would have won at least 2 Super Bowls by
I think
now.
they could have won a lot more.
Yeah, a lot more than 0.
If they had Brady.
A lot more than 0, because that's what the Jets have. 0 championships in my lifetime.
It's kind of like you. You'll never have any championships.
What?
in your
I
life.
got championships.
Yeah,
But
good
it's
for
been
you.
a long time.
Good for you. Good for you.
And that great quarterback we have in the Giants, I feel like crying every time I see that dude, man.
Oh, yeah, he's so good.
Yeah, he's good for
That
nothing.
guy's so good. What's his name again?
Yeah, I don't even know.
You don't even know the name of his quarterback, Trent.
Mr. Jones.
Oh, Mr.
Have you
Jones.
seen
Mr.
my wife,
Jones.
Mr. Jones?
Oh, Mr. Jones.
Do you,
know,
Mr. Jones?
Yeah, you better,
Even Dylan
you
has
better
Mr. Jones.
Oh,
song.
yeah? Go, baby.
Yeah,
Go.
Dylan, the Bee Gees back in the 60s, talking about some guy's wife, Mr. Jones, or something like that. I don't know
Oh,
what's going
no,
on
that's
here.
me and Mrs. Jones.
Oh, okay.
And that's Quincy Adams, I believe.
You guys went to high school together.
Hey, forget about it.
Yeah, don't go talking so loud, you'll cause a landslide. That's
Oh, hey, move over.
Yeah.
Move over, Rover.
Move over, Robo.
Let Jimmy take over. Let me stand next to your fire.
Oh,
But yes, Tom Brady. When was Tom Brady's birthday, Trent?
Tom Brady's birthday was today, August. It is today, August the 3rd. So
When was
obviously
he-
you'll be listening to this. You'll be listening to this after we record this show. So it was yesterday if you're listening on Thursday, and it was 2 days ago if you're listening on Friday. Yeah, you get the gist.
No
so
wonder.
He is the big 45. A lot of people argue he's like 88 years old or something.
He was born in 45, no?
Yeah, I know. He's like
Whoa.
70, still playing. I'm still playing.
70. Are you kidding, man?
Can you imagine?
Oh, not.
Well, you're still playing and you're in your 60s.
Oh, watch
just
it,
saying.
folks. Move over. 2 guys. Real quick story. 2 guys. Yesterday's practice was 89 years old.
Whoa.
And he was flagging flies in Brightfield.
Look at that.
And then today, 88-year-old John was snapping ground balls at shortstop today.
Wow. I'll tell you what, Trent. If you're shagging fly balls at 90, you did something right.
That's right.
You did
Yeah, you
something
did.
right.
you
Unlike
did.
Tom Brady, who's a disgrace. I don't
Hey,
know
let me
why,
tell
but
Nah, but the guy
Let me tell you
he,
something, man. I was never a Tom Brady fan when he was in New England, but I jumped right on that bandwagon when he showed up in Tampa. I said, "It's game on, baby."
you know them wheels are going to fall off soon, son.
well, the wheels got a championship, so it's worth it.
My wagon has no wheels, okay?
I don't even
Wheels
have
in
a
the
wagon.
are gonna
Oh,
go
jeez.
right down the window.
The Jets don't even have a wagon.
Every time the Giants play, My TV's the only TV that changes by itself.
Yes, I don't want to watch this anymore. The TV changes. You know what? I didn't realize that today was Tom Brady's birthday, that it was today. Now I understand why I've had this feeling of dread all day, this darkness following me around.
I got a handkerchief if you want it.
Oh, please. Well, no, I don't want your handkerchief. But
I used it twice today.
I saw you. That's why I don't want to use it. I was watching you. It's not good. It's not good. But anyway, I guess happy birthday, Tom Brady.
Happy birthday, Tom Brady. You can't take nothing away from that.
Happy birthday, Tommy.
And just a tease here, coming up in Super Radio Brothers Sports later on in the show,
yes,
we will go over a list compiled by NFL players and coaches of the greatest NFL players of all time at each particular position.
I'll make sure to sleep through it.
And as I said, my dad has a long frame of reference, a wide frame of reference. Yeah. So, you've seen a lot of football.
Oh, yeah. Jim Brown, Dick Buckus, Mike.
And those guys wore like leather helmets, right?
Leather. What? Oh. I've never been so insulted. So watch it. You're young.
All right. You're what? It's early. The day is early.
The day is early.
The night is young, as they say. Anything can happen.
Okay.
Anyway, any special words for your quarterback, Trent, that got you a championship?
Just play well this year. That's all I can say.
I play well. It's weird because he should be retired. I thought that was where this was going.
No, I feel like the Yankees are retired the last 2 days.
No, the whole second half of the season has been a disaster. But, yeah, we're going to get into all of that. I have a few words for Tom Brady that I can't say on this show, though. So maybe we'll do a special video on the channel.
Sunday, right?
Yeah. I can't wait for football, though. I'm pretty pumped up.
Well, that's our first game this week.
Hall of Fame game.
First game's tomorrow night. Hall of Fame game from Canton.
With your favorite team, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, that's great, man.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
No, hell no.
Hell no. Okay, all right. Hey, geez, calm down, guys.
That ain't happening. I don't even like the color of this shirt.
I'm so nervous that I upset you guys that we need to change the subject. We need to talk about some hard-hitting news. Yeah, there it is.
There goes a tidy bowl, man.
So it is Super Radio Brothers news, and of course in the lead, we've got the poop news, the poop scoop. You have any special names for it?
Pooper scooper.
Pooper scooper?
We got smelly belly.
Smelly belly news? That might actually work. I think what do you think about that, Trent? Smelly belly news.
I like that. Let's roll with it. I think RC2 is onto something.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Smelly Belly News. There you go. We don't even need any of the fancy sound effects or anything like that.
That's right, man. I didn't eat well today.
So you're closer to this area than me, Trent. I believe it's called Dunedin, Florida.
Oh yeah, yep, it's right now, Dunedin. That's where they're at. That's where the Toronto Blue Jays. That's where they train, and it's only about an hour and a half or so away from me, maybe closer to 2. But yes, to answer your question, I am pretty close to this area.
Now I wanted to ask you, since you're there, what are they done eating? I see what they're done eating. Sorry. No, but really, for this story, thank you, Trent. Thank you. You're such a friend, such a good friend. Such support for my pals here. But how about this? I think after reading this story that they should change their name from Dunedin to Dung Eden. Get it?
Okay.
Dung. Or maybe just Shit Eden. Which one is catchy? It doesn't work.
Please don't eat no crap.
So they have an event coming up. It's called Scoop the Poop. It's the Scoop the Poop event. And they're going to have people in kilts and bagpipes and swords.
They're probably going to be drunk like hell.
Yeah, and they're going to kill your dog. No.
But wait a minute. They're wearing kilts?
Yeah.
So what are they, picking up their own poop?
This is apparently the Dunedin way. It's the Scoop the Poop, and it's a message, and they're sending that message, according to this, the Dunedin way, with kilts, bagpipes, and swords.
So what is it? They have a straight line, each person picks up the poop
while they're wearing kilts.
Yes.
Yeah.
And playing the bagpipes.
Why
too?
do they have bagpipes though?
Yeah.
What do you do? Do you put the poop in the bagpipes because you need a bag?
I have no idea.
You need a bag. The event, what they're hoping to grab people's attention and remind them how more than 100 tons of dog poop are dropped each day, and those droppings in Dung Eden have the potential to sabotage Bay Area waterways. So, the dog poop
that's not good, man.
Yeah.
Let's see where this goes.
What are the dogs gonna drink?
Hey, don't sabotage the Bay Area waterways. That's a nice area.
Yeah, come on, man. If all dogs go to heaven, perhaps heaven on earth looks like Dung Eden.
Oh, so they're gonna be going to heaven. They're gonna be look at all that shit.
This is how. Check out how dog friendly. Yeah. Well, here's a clever. So I'm saying Dung Eden. Dung Eden. The article is calling it Dog Eden. It's an Eden for dogs, right? Why is it? Why do they love dogs so much there? Well, an estimated 500,000 dogs live in the area. 500,000.
That's a lot of shit, bro.
Whoa, yeah, Dung Eden. Now that's a lot of shit. You're not joking. Those 500,000 dogs drop at least 125 tons of shit each day.
So are they fertilizing that?
I don't know what they're doing. It's sabotaging the waterways. It's not fertilizing anything.
Oh, so they're not growing potatoes or something?
They should, or at least tomatoes, potatoes and
Come on,
tomatoes.
man. The Martian did it. Come on.
Because they charge for that stuff in Home Depot, don't they?
I said, this shit stinks. What?
They got the...
that's some good stuff, man.
The compost.
The worse the smell, the better.
You ever mess with some compost in gardening? It's the funniest.
No, I have not.
Because if you garden, right, and you get that compost and you're rubbing it into the soil, sometimes there's a large lump of dung in it. I swear to God, and you're like, it's in there.
I don't do that.
Sometimes you gotta get in there, get dirty, feel the earth.
I want to buy the new toilet that it shoots your butt and it cleans it.
It's not new. It's been around for a while. I believe it's called the bidet or something.
Oh, the bidet. That's why I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah. They actually have portable ones that you could kind of attach to your existing
like
toilet.
when you're out in your car, like you can run in the woods, like the lady said.
To me, I am not into some water being sprayed up my butt after I poop. It's weird.
Yeah, it's gonna. Wait a minute.
But people love it. They live by it.
No, that makes no sense. The poop spreads.
You don't mess with the bidet, Trent?
Nope. Not at all.
Yeah, because that poop was spread all over your butt, the chair, and everything. No,
it's supposed to be cleaner. It's supposed to be sanitary. It's the modern way of pooping.
Yeah, your ass is clean, but the toilet is dirty.
Ew. That's terrible. I don't think that's how it works, but
okay.
It's supposed to be clean. They drop 125 tons of waste each day. Whatever is not scooped can flush into the water. So that's a scary thing. So
don't drink the water.
And check this out. This is recent. Just over this past weekend, several beaches in the Manatee and Sarasota counties had no swim advisories due to high levels of fecal bacteria. So that's shit bacteria in the water. And there are no swim advisories because there's so much shit.
Yeah, whose shit is it?
It's the dogs. It's a bunch of dog shit. Because people don't clean up after their dogs. You see, even in our neighborhoods, it drives you crazy.
It drives me crazy.
It's nuts.
My grandparents were going to go over to Bradenton Beach in the next week or two, but they don't want any part of that fecal matter. I'll tell you right now. They were going to go to Anna Maria Island, but I have to tell them now, no, don't go. There's lots of fecal matter.
There's a lot of poop everywhere.
That's funny. They were all about it, but not anymore. Not after this report.
No.
Well, this is a public service. This show. This is important news. And to take it a step further, nobody picks up their dog's poop. How about this study? The research says that they found about 40% of pet owners are not picking up their pet poop.
Whoa.
40%. That's almost half, if I got the math correct. So it's bad news all around.
Nah, that's not good.
That's what's happening. People, I love dogs. But if you get dog or dogs, you should take care of it.
That's right.
And you got a responsibility.
That's right.
there.
They need you to take care of that.
And I feel like an idiot because I'll walk up the block.
Where you are.
Thank you, Trent. You see, he's confirmed my feelings, and it actually feels good. I've got such great friends. But look, I walk up the block with my dogs, and they poop, and we got the plastic bags. But they'll literally poop next to 3 other piles of poop from people who didn't clean up after their dogs. So then I feel like an idiot because I'm saying to myself, why am I picking up the poop when nobody else does? Because it's principle, damn it.
Well, maybe you should pick up the other guy's poop, too.
No, that I'm not. That's disgusting. For some reason, somebody else's dog poop is more disgusting than my own dog's poop.
Oh, my God.
And the puppy's poop is disgusting. I got a 4-month. That is some nasty shit. I'll tell you right now.
My dog poops little sausage.
Little sausage.
Little sausage. Yeah, big dog, big poop. Little dog, little poop.
Well, anyway, you'd be surprised. This puppy, what's coming out of him? Oh, my goodness.
I'm scared what comes out of me sometimes.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, so I was like, whoa, let me take a look at this for a little bit.
I think this thing is talking.
Okay, well, speaking of poop,
Yes.
Yes.
we're on the trend right now. There's
That's
a
what
new
we talk
TikTok
about, yeah.
challenge. It seems like every week there's a new TikTok challenge out there.
Oh, yeah, you're big on the TikTok, right, Dad?
What?
He's all over it, right?
Ticking and talking. I mean, who cares? I don't care about no TikTok.
I look at the clocks. I don't care.
Okay.
Oh.
It's like, I just look at my and he doesn't even have a digital clock. It's the old school. Click.
Oh, is
click,
it an
click,
old
click.
analog?
Yeah.
I'm on TikTok.
That's his
all right.
TikTok.
I got my TikTok, all right.
A grandfather clock in the
That's
living room.
right.
That's the sound your clock makes?
Yeah, when it tries to hit 11 o'clock.
Wow. It's the oddest clock I've ever heard.
Well, it's going gray hair, man. I've never seen that before.
Okay, well, there's a no poop challenge. Apparently in July, they called it No Poop July, and several men in different areas decided to not take a bowel movement for the entire month. At least that was the plan.
That's a great idea.
Genius. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
yeah, it's genius. Okay, yeah, that's not healthy at all. So apparently there were videos of men that were ready to really let it out.
That's good.
So it was a contest?
There was a video. There were videos with men really letting it out. There were people cheering them on, saying, "Hold it in, hold it in," and saying, just saying, "You can do it." And there were men sweating profusely, trying to hold
I've
it in.
been there, man. I've been there.
I've been
So
there.
how long did they hold it?
Yeah, that's a good
It's like,
question.
wait,
Apparently,
Let it out. The people are going.
No, hold it in.
Hold it in. Let it out.
The goal was from July 1st through the 31st. But I don't know how many actually made it.
Which is physically impossible. Come
By
on.
all means. The doctors said, this is supposed to be a joke because if someone does this in real life, it can cause hemorrhoids and other issues, including gastro and intestinal.
So, I have new heads in my butt.
So,
Do you
so
talk to the heads in your butt?
I go, what are you doing back there?
What do they say?
They say, don't hit me with the hot water, please.
Wow. So, yeah.
But yeah, no, that's the whole premise of the story. See, there were so many TikTok challenges out there, but are you kidding me? I mean, if you notice a trend, normally these TikTok challenges put other people's safety in danger.
Oh yeah, if you don't know, they're always doing these. What was it, Trent? You ever heard of the Tide Pod challenge?
Tide Pod challenge. Yeah.
I've seen the Jackass movies.
You ever see the? Yeah, it's basically that, but for modern times on TikTok. You know the Tide Pods you clean your clothes with?
Okay.
People were eating those.
I'm
telling you, man.
The world.
They got the wrong people in the house.
And you can a lot of times you can also use them for a laundry detergent too. If you get the right ones, you can use your Tide Pods.
What a country!
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you can stick it in Jello, right?
Why not? Yeah, it looks delicious.
Yeah, God.
It kind of looks like Fruit Loops, but better.
Nah, Fruit Loops. Keep that thing away from kids.
Yeah, well, yeah. If an adult eats a Tide Pod, that's cool. But kids,
No, that's not cool.
Well,
You're
that's
just
not
an idiot.
yeah. You're just a dumbass, brah. That's,
He said, idiot.
I wish we had a video or audio of the chants. You know, hold it, what was it, Trent?
No, you hold it, and I go, let it go.
I think it said something like "hold it in," and there
Hold
were people
it
cheering.
in, hold it in,
And then,
hold it in.
the other crowd would say, let it out, let it out.
I would listen to
Let
the
it
other
out.
crowd because sometimes that release is so good. It's just, you gotta let it out. You gotta, especially if you've been holding it for a month. It's you know. But the hemorrhoids, they say
Hemorrhoids, you hate to clean that ass, bro.
like, yo, keep that hot water to yourself, bro.
Oh, my God.
Get that out of here.
There's going to be more than
Yes.
hemorrhoids.
Well, for loving couples, there's I guess it's not a new thing, but it's been out there. Double toilets. How about that? You interested in a double toilet? You're sitting down next to your loved one.
No.
Take a poop.
No, I have walkie-talkies in the house.
Well, this Megan Trainor, Trent, tell everybody who Megan Trainor is.
I mean, she's a singer. She sang that song "All About That Bass" back in 2015 or whatever year that was. That stupid ass song. It was, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, she's a singer. She's come out with a lot of hits, and yeah, I think she's done some reality TV in the past. So yeah, that's who she is.
So-
I don't listen to her though.
Don't ask me. I don't know who she is.
Yeah, my daddy has it on repeat in the
Yeah.
Jeep, right?
I have James Arnest.
But apparently, Megan Trainor and her husband, they have double toilets. That's not weird or anything, is it?
That's just as bad as
not
taking your iPad in the toilet. No?
Well, I don't know, but apparently after...
Gee, honey, you stink. Yo, you too.
She says even though they have double toilets, they don't poop together because that's next effing level, she said. The poop is too much, but they do sit and pee next to each other.
Get out of here. I hope they have a TV in front of those two things.
I guess... You're even going to ignore your wife or your loved one on the toilet?
Hey, there's good stuff on TV.
So, I don't know. I guess that's love. That's what that's all about.
Turn the Yankee game on when you're in there, and
Yeah. It's just
Flush the toilet.
do your
man.
own thing, you know. As you bring the phone in there, a newspaper, and now you bring your spouse.
Nah. Newspaper.
Hang out while you're pooping.
My fingers would be all black.
I don't know. To me, pooping time is private time. I like the privacy.
I want to
I
talk.
don't. Yeah.
I don't want to see my phone.
You don't want to see your phone.
No, man. I don't even look in the mirror after I finish
So
pooping.
you just
I
get
don't wanna
buried
see
in your thoughts while
Yes.
you're pooping.
Come out, please.
That's what you're thinking.
Yeah.
That's like over and over again. Get out. Get out.
You can tell, thanks, Rich. I go, oh, shit, I didn't know you talk.
Wow, man, your hemorrhoids talk, your butt talks.
Everybody's talking back there.
You don't need a phone.
I don't need no
everybody's talking.
stuff.
So, I don't know, sometimes you get these lifetime warranties and you just don't buy it, right? It seems weird. This is a weird one. This is a pretty cool story. I want to see what you guys think about this. Dude named Ken Slaughter. First of all, his name is awesome.
Is that his name?
Yeah, Slaughter. Remember Sergeant Slaughter?
Sergeant Slaughter.
WWF
Oh, my
taking
God.
on
Is he
Hulk
still
Hogan.
alive?
I don't know. But the good old Sergeant Slaughter. But Ken Slaughter of Springfield, Missouri, filed a class action lawsuit against Bass Pro Shops, or Bass Pro Shops, if you will, whatever it is, earlier this month, alleging that the outdoor equipment superstore is not honoring its lifetime guarantee on the Redhead all-purpose wool socks he purchased.
Oh, my goodness.
He says that the warranty influenced his decision to buy the socks, of course.
Oh, definitely.
Lifetime warranty for some socks. And until 2021, he was able to return them when they wore out for another pair with the same promise. However, last year, the store changed the merchandise. The new socks feature a distinctive stripe design and offer only a 60-day warranty. Big difference between lifetime and 60 days.
What do you think? He wears those socks every day?
I guess so.
Jeez, I don't.
He notes that the store's slogan, "The last sock you'll ever need to buy," is no longer true. Bass Pro did not comment. So that's not cool, man.
No, it's not cool. The guy's got BO in his feet, and he needs a new pair of socks, man.
So I don't know. That would piss me off, too. I thought I had socks for life, and they're throwing me a curveball now. Not cool at all.
They threw you a curveball and you didn't hit it.
I never hit the curveball.
I never hit the
Sitting
curveball.
on the fastball,
That's right, man. Memories, huh?
Yeah. I don't want to think about some off-speed pitches. Just throw me the hard stuff. It's going to go a long way. Let's see. I like this. Do you ever use an alias? What would your alias be? You know how some celebrities, they can't let people know that they're staying at the hotel. For instance, the Queen of England.
Yeah.
Bloody England. When she goes and stays at a hotel, she calls herself Sharon. Queen Sharon. Yeah.
What is she doing in the hotel at her age?
Well, everybody got life. She's got things to do. She didn't stay away.
I don't know what would you call yourself?
My name is RC3. You know me all the way up and down the country. That whole thing. Like I put that all on the ledger.
No thing but a chicken wing.
No, you're stealing my thing now.
I'm selling your thing?
Yeah. You got to come up with your own clever alias for the hotel.
Oh, yeah? Let's see. Don't bother me.
My best was don't bother me. Well, actually, maybe I'll call myself Dick Carroll. Oh, wait, no, that's...
Yeah. No, Rich.
Dick Steele.
Dick Steele.
I have
Dick
a good
Trickle.
alias for you.
Yeah, what is it?
RC3, I have a great alias for you.
All right.
Richard Cranium.
Richard Crane.
Hemorrhoids.
Yeah, but you put it in three names, like RC3, it could be Hem A Royd. Right.
Hem A
Royd, staying in room 2B.
Or not to be.
Jack B. Oh,
come on, man. How about Tom Hanks? Tom Hanks, he's Harry Lauder or Johnny Madrid, he calls himself.
Johnny Madrid.
It's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Go with Johnny Madrid. That's pretty good. How about this one?
I'll be Bam Bam.
Tobey Maguire is Neil Deep. Okay. Natalie Portman, Lauren Brown. Oh, I love Rob Schneider. You know Rob Schneider?
Yeah.
You can do it.
You can do it all night long.
Yeah. Rob Schneider, his alias is Not So Good.
Not so good.
Not So Good.
Yeah.
Nazzo Good.
Okay, so mine is Don't Bother Me.
Don't bother me. Mr. Bother Me, are you in there? Hello?
No, don't bother me, huh?
Mr. Bother Me, don't. Are you there?
It says I'm all gonna what?
You got anything else there, Trent, on the news here today?
I do. I have one more thing. I have, frogs. Frogs are definitely are very interesting creatures. Let me tell you right now.
Did you ever dissect a frog in your classroom, Father?
No, we took them home to eat, man.
Oh, go ahead. It was rough times, Trent.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I did do? I dissected an eye in my anatomy class in high school.
Whoa.
Whoa.
How do you dissect an eye?
I don't know how I did it either. That was a good question. With a little help from my friends.
Gotcha.
It's the professor. Where's my eye, guy?
Did you touch it, Trent? Did you feel the eye?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nasty.
I'd
I
imagine
felt
it's
like-
slimy or something.
And you know what the bad part was? I had anatomy before lunch, so I couldn't eat afterwards.
Nah, we never did that. We
No.
never did that.
Yeah.
Did you do that?
We did the frog in junior high school. We did the frog, and it was weird. They came out in these cold buckets, right? And then they put it on the table, and you sit there, you cut it open, and you take out each organ. And honestly, maybe it benefited someone in my class, but looking back on it, I have no idea how that benefited me.
So yeah, sure, yeah. What am I gonna do now?
You know, I suppose for kids that want to become surgeons one day or veterinarians, maybe that experience benefited them. But for me, looking back on it, I think I could have done without that. I didn't need to do that.
Yeah, I guess, but I guess the doctors need that stuff too, right?
Yeah,
veterinarians and all that.
All I could think is that, and I remember the teacher said before the class started, if you don't want to do this, you don't have to. You know, you don't have to stay. You go. There's another place that you can go, and most people were super curious. No, I'm staying. I'm opening up because first of all, you're in the Bronx. You never even seen a frog.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
We didn't see frogs until we got down here.
Yeah. I mean, it's like wow. The only frog I ever saw when I was a kid was the Budweiser frogs on the commercial.
No, Kermit the Frog for me.
And Kermit, those are the only frogs. In the Bronx where you got rats and pigeons.
Yeah, I should have dissected that.
Yeah, at least then it would have hit home a little more.
Oh my God.
To me, this, seeing a frog was like seeing a unicorn. It was this shocking thing. So first of all, you wanted to see a frog. I think that may have been the first time in my life I've ever actually seen a frog. Second, to actually open up a creature was pretty interesting. I think one of the things that was interesting was there was really no blood or anything. You kind of just opened it up.
Because it was frozen.
Yeah. So anyway,
that would have left scars in my head, man.
Well, think about Trent. He had to dissect an eye.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that was awful.
Now, do you know what person that came from, Trent, whose eye that was?
I don't know.
Do you know which one it was, the right or the left?
That's a good question. Good question.
I think it might have been the right. I don't remember. Yeah, but anyway, we dissected an eye. But anyway, this is not about that. People in a town in India have not had any rain for months. They're dealing with record heat, just like everybody else in the world. So it's a time-tested belief that if they find two frogs, they hold a wedding ceremony for them and have a celebratory meal afterwards, and then the rain comes the next day. So on July 19th, they found two frogs just kind of wandering around with each other. They had a wedding ceremony with a few people watching. They went and had a celebratory meal afterwards. Then on July 20th,
they didn't eat the frogs, right?
No. Then on July 20th, meteorologists called for heavy rain in the area, and sure enough, it rained.
Whoa! It worked.
So it worked. So their belief is fact. So if you're ever looking for rain, you
can come my neighborhood, take the frogs out of here.
Anytime it rains in this neighborhood, I think there are at least 500 frog weddings.
500,
maybe more.
They say,
they immediately consummate the wedding. So it's
yeah,
because there are a ton of tadpoles in every puddle.
Oh my goodness,
it's wild.
Yeah, it really is. It's bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's what it was, man. I mean,
I like that.
You talk about heavy rain. That's how you get it. So the frogs got married. Apparently, had a celebratory meal, and it rained.
I'll tell you what. I usually like to dance. I stick with the rain dance.
Yeah, but where was the honeymoon?
Well, it was the food, I guess. For frogs, it's all about eating.
I need to contact the editor of this story, the author, and ask him, can you do a follow-up? Can you do a sequel? Are they still married? What's going on with them?
Yeah, right? How many kids did they have?
Yeah, there were 43 tadpoles, and the man left. He's out of there. He's
out. I left.
He's like, I can't take this. Are you kidding me? I'll be back next time it rains. And there they are. The whole thing. I like that story though. Frog wedding, bringing. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Like in the Bronx, you grow up believing that frogs go ribbit.
Yeah,
that's the sound. But down here, they sound like sheep.
Yeah.
That's not a frog.
That's not a sheep.
What? That's what sheep sound like.
So they're saying mad. That means give me more. Right?
Is that what a sheep sounds like, Trent? I think that's what,
so to speak. Yeah.
Cows go moo
out the way,
and sheep go ma.
I think they're saying give me more.
Oh. You see, you're just assuming that cows speak English.
But it's okay, man. Life is about assuming.
What if they speak a different language? Then more means something else.
Well,
maybe it means less.
They say, move, you know what, get out the way.
Get out the way. Get out the way. Well, finally here on the news, guys, check out this headline. This is pretty good.
Thank the Lord.
It's like, oh, this has been crazy. Here's the headline. He put it in my mouth. Man loses finger in confrontation at Tavares Park, according to police.
What finger was it?
I think it's his index finger. But an investigator said they were called to Summerall Park for reports of a man losing his finger.
It could have been the middle finger. He could have been shooting a bird, and then all of a sudden...
That's true.
Did he get it back?
Can you imagine giving someone the finger and they bite it off? Like, man, that was a mistake.
Hey, excuse me, sir, that's mine.
Give it back. Give it back, man. So the victim was taken to the hospital where police interviewed him. The man claimed that this dude, Daniel Campbell, 37 years old, came up to him in the park and got in his face, according to the arrest affidavit. The victim said he shoved Campbell. As he was being shoved, Campbell bit the man's index finger, taking off an inch
Oh, goodness.
of the digit above the victim's first knuckle, records show. Police found Campbell at his home and placed him in handcuffs. As he was arrested, officers said Campbell said, he punched me first and I bit his finger off because he put it in my mouth.
Oh, my heavens.
But where's the finger?
In his mouth. Police said they were able to find the finger and place it into evidence. Unfortunately, you would hope that they could place it back where it belongs, but it's in the evidence room.
Well, you use a thumbs text, right?
Do you? Let me see. Where's my phone?
Yeah, you don't use these.
No, I'm different. I use my index finger to text.
I use one finger.
Yeah, well, how about you, Trent? How do you text?
I dictate.
You dictate, so we're all different.
Mine tells me I don't understand what you're saying.
What? Oh yeah, if he tries that, Trent, I mean, it comes out all crazy. You know, it's the funniest thing. You got to see some of his text messages to me. I'm like, what the hell is he talking about?
Yeah, there was an elephant walking down the block. It's not that. I want you to watch the elephant stories, man.
Yeah. He's like, the giraffe just took a poop in the backyard, and he was trying to tell you the Yankee game starts at 7. I'm like, what? How did it get that? You know, what are we talking about here? Anyway, Campbell faces a charge of aggravated battery with great bodily harm. Now, you had your own incident where you chopped your finger off. Not as much, but you were peeling potatoes.
Looked up, of course, watching something on TV, and I'm slashing away. Wada boom, bada boom, bada, man.
Trent, he actually makes all those sounds while he's doing stuff. Bada boom, bada.
All of a sudden, the potato started getting red, and I said, holy shit. So then I pick up the piece, and I say, hey, yo, Bird, I cut my finger. She said, hold on, let me video that.
Yeah, she wanted to put it on
Facebook while I'm bleeding to death.
Trent, you peel the potatoes and pieces of a slice of potato falls down there. Instead, it was a slice of his finger.
Yes, so I took to urgent care, the piece of the finger.
Can you reattach it?
I said, can you put this back?
Excuse me, can you reattach this, please?
Yeah, they say, no, sir. Oh, shit.
So he actually put it in his dog's food bowl. And,
that was great, man. She loves meat.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Now she's tasted human flesh.
No wonder she looks at me like that.
She's like, you're good.
Ooh, even your feet smell good.
Kibbles and bits of you.
Human flesh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm starving. My goodness. Now I'm just really, really hungry.
Well, I'm going to tell Mommy, warm up them tacos, brother.
Warm up them slices of finger, yo.
Finger. Now I can't eat chicken fingers.
I need finger food. That's what I'm looking for.
And it's not finger licking good, too.
Sorry, Colonel.
Just throw some special sauce on that. What do you want?
Super Radio Rundown.
Yeah, Super Radio Rundown time. And I like to throw this little quiz to you. We'll see the top 5 movies and see if you've seen any of these movies in the theater. So
go ahead. Let's see.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's no.
So I know you want to see this one. Number 1 over the weekend, and I want to check it out too. Starring, I was going to say Chris Rock. Not Chris Rock, The Rock.
Right.
And what's the other guy's name? I forgot. But the comedian. But anyway.
Yeah, that's that dude.
That dude.
Yeah.
That dude. What's that dude's name, though?
You know that dude, man.
I can't. He's a funny guy. He's a funny guy, that dude.
I want to see that guy's, man, real funny, man. He got a million commercials, you know?
You think he's good?
Oh, yeah.
You think he's
Super
good?
Pets, yeah.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart. So Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Kevin Hart once again teaming up because they were in those other movies together. They were pretty
I
funny.
want to see that.
So DC League of Super Pets starring The Rock as Crypto. And yes, if you're not a Superman fan, in the comic book, he does have a dog.
He does have a dog.
And his name is Crypto. And he does have Superman-like powers.
And his cape is red also.
And it is also very dumb. And that's why Marvel is better than DC. But anyway, I digress. Marvel has plenty of stupid things as well.
I love Batman.
Now, Crypto is not featured often, but once in a while you'll see Crypto in the comics. But anyway, this movie stars Superman's dog Crypto and a bunch of regular dogs, I guess. Looks pretty good. It's an animation flick. Warner Brothers, of course, with the DC stuff. I think it's pretty cool that they're doing that. That was number 1 over the weekend. I do want to see it. $23 million at the box office, so not a mega hit.
That's not too bad,
but pretty
though,
good for an animation.
Yeah, animation.
So I did pretty good. Number 1 at theaters. DC League of Super Pets. Have you seen that?
No, I want to see that.
But you want to see that?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
As I said last week, Jordan Peele, probably my favorite vision in the director's chair right now. His latest movie, Nope, was number 2. $18 million. I put that one on a T for you. Have you seen it yet?
Wait a minute. We went to the movies this week. Nope.
There you go. I knew it was coming. All right, set that one up for you. I got to see it. I'm kind of it's the puppies. The puppies got me slow to getting out. I just can't leave them in the house for that long alone.
I want to see Super Pets.
But I'm waiting for Nope. You know, it's kind of the age of streaming. I think I might have to wait till mid to late September for Nope to stream. I think it's going to be on Peacock. I can't wait because I think it looks awesome, and I dig everything he does so far. So Nope at number 2 with 18 million. Thor: Love and Thunder, 13 million. It's so hard for you. You can't remember
it was
if you saw it
because Nope.
Nope. No. Thor: Love and Thunder, not Nope.
No.
No. Okay.
No, I have not.
If you haven't seen it, go ahead and check out Super Radio Brother Review. We have a special guest
reviewer. I know
on
you
the
had
video.
you had some dude there. Man.
Yeah, Super Radio.
Yeah.
Rich Thor getting the job done for us, giving his opinion on the movie. Check out the review on YouTube. Minions: The Rise of Gru. I know you want to see that.
Oh yeah,
you're a big Minions guy.
No, I didn't see that.
All right, 10 million at the. And of course, if you haven't seen this by now, I don't know what's wrong with you. Top Gun: Maverick.
I saw Jurassic Park.
Oh wow! It's not on the list anymore, but cool. I saw Jurassic.
Yeah, finally saw it.
And you can tell us about it on the Couch Report. And we also have a dinosaur give a review on our YouTube page on that movie. So check. Yeah, are you kidding me? That's exciting. That's some good stuff. Go ahead and check that out. New in theaters this weekend. Film I really want to see, Bullet Train. I don't know if you've seen any of the trailers for this.
It's a Brad Pitt movie, no?
Yeah, starring Brad Pitt. He headlines an ensemble, a cast of eclectic, diverse assassins, all with connected yet conflicting objectives, set against the backdrop of a nonstop ride through modern-day Japan, and it looks pretty awesome.
Oh, Mercenaries. Okay.
So that's coming out this weekend. Bullet Train, that's been on the radar for a while now. 3,000 years of longing. They might be waiting 3,000 years for you to see this movie, I guess. Yes. But this is the movie.
You're gonna be waiting a long time.
I guess it's is it a love story? I'm not sure. Actually, the trailers look pretty interesting. Tilda Swinton and Idris Elba. He actually plays a genie. So it's
no.
You're not going to go see that? You're not going to see that? But that's out this weekend as well. 3,000 Years of Longing. The title's no good.
3,000 Years of Longing.
Yeah, that's what they call
They're
it.
like the Beavis and Butthead, right?
No, that's a different movie.
Oh, okay.
New Star Wars show finally coming out off the heels of Mandalorian and Boba Fett, which just finished. We're going to get Andor, which I guess is supposed to be connected to Rogue One. Rogue One was pretty good.
Yeah, it was not bad.
So it's supposed to be some of those characters. So anyway, a new Star Wars show coming up in September on Disney+. There's also a movie coming out, amazingly, Rogue Squadron, which everybody loves the Rogue Squadron, right? All the rebels and
I don't know.
X-Wings going
I
up
love
against the
those
Empire.
guys.
That was a great video game back in the day.
I don't like the guys with the nice uniforms.
I've generally not been a Star Wars video game guy, but Rogue Squadron on, I want to say, Nintendo GameCube was the shit, because basically it took you through each event in the movies, like the end of the first movie, end of the, Return of the Jedi.
Stay on target. Remember that? Stay on target.
You get to blow up the Death Star, the whole thing. So Rogue Squadron, the game was great. I wonder what the movie's going to be about. As I mentioned, Andor Season 1 dropping on September 21st. Also coming up this fall, an animated show, Season 2, The Bad Batch. I never saw the first season. Not really interested in it. Tales of the Jedi. Not sure what that is, coming up fall 2022. Now we're talking Mandalorian Season 3. I'm looking forward to that because I'm going to ruin it for you because you're taking too long. End of Mandalorian Season 2 was hot freaking fire with the return of young Luke Skywalker. It was amazing.
He just blew it for me.
Yeah, because, if you haven't seen it by now, and
I've been so busy, man.
Oh, my goodness. The Skywalker scene at the end, he goes through a whole ship of enemies, taking everybody out. It's amazing.
I'm getting enemies in here now.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I'm very upset with you. Mandalorian Season 3 dropping February 2023. And Star Wars Visions, I've never heard of that, but Season 2 coming out 2023. So a lot of Star Wars coming out on Disney Plus and a movie as well. So, but you can't even get through Mandalorian Season 2, can you?
No, I can't. I really can't.
I'm so disappointed in you. But maybe you can get into some of this video game.
What?
Video game.
What?
Yeah.
A video game?
Video game.
You want to play video game today, man?
I haven't played video game in a little bit. I'm up to the last episode of Alan Wake, which has been tremendous.
Nah, I got new dogs eating me on that.
You got new dogs eating you?
Yeah. Come on, let's go eat this guy.
No way. Are you stuck at another dog
I'm
park?
stuck somewhere else, man.
Trent, the game gives you like a huge machine gun, and he's always getting killed by dogs.
Yeah, baby.
I just,
they're taking over the world.
You got to work
son.
on your strategy.
Yeah, my strategies go in. I don't care about cover.
Yeah, you got to take your time sometimes.
Take my time.
You have to do some reconnaissance.
I don't know. I got your reconnaissance. No.
You got to make sure there's nothing going on before you run in there,
Yeah, man.
You got to be careful.
I need to kill the Germans,
Yeah, but if you're not careful, the Germans will kill you.
So what's the fun in that? You keep killing them, and you keep going back and
It is
forth.
true. Killing Nazis is endless fun. So,
can you say that, man?
No, Nazis are Nazis. Everybody hates Nazis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, anyway, video game news. How about this? Pretty interesting. Video games, the sales, video game spending by people. People spend money on video games.
Yeah, big
right?
time, right?
Yeah, big money. Well, video game spending continued to drop, and it dropped by 13% here in the second quarter of 2022 compared with the second quarter of 2021. According to a report from NPD, spending has dropped 13%. And that's not good. Total consumer spending on video games in quarter two amounted to $12.35 billion. Wait, that sounds good. But a drop of $1.7 billion. So the video game industry lost $1.7 billion, but they still made $12.3 billion this year. Now, this was pretty interesting to me because I looked at it. These are the most popular games. and I literally play none of these games.
But
So most popular games right now, the game's making the money, Among Us, never heard of it. Diablo Immortal, I've heard of Diablo, never played it. Call of Duty Warzone,
oh yeah,
that's your game,
Yeah.
your only game. Candy Crush Saga,
so I'm not interested.
heard
in the
of it.
other
That's
ones.
more of a mobile game. GTA 5, which is literally like 100 years old. People are still playing it, but there's an online component to it, and that's what's kept the game alive. But really, the fact that GTA 5 has been so successful online has kind of hurt people like me who would love to have a new GTA game. It's been so long though. I forget what it 2011 that game came out. I tried to get into it again and play some
It came
GTA.
out whenever I was in middle school.
Yeah, it's a long time ago because you and my
it?
dad were in middle school together.
Oh, watch it.
No, but it's been a long time.
He's lucky he's far from me.
He tried to kick me. But yeah, GTA 5 is an old game, and we've been waiting for a GTA 6 for a long time. I tried to get, because everybody raves about the online game. I tried to get into it. It feels like an old game to me when you play it. One of my greatest online gaming moments happened back when it first came out, because in GTA 5, obviously it's a sandbox game. It's a huge city. You got cars. You can do whatever you want in the city. There was a game mode online called Cops and Robbers, right? So six people get to be cops, and 6 people are the thieves. And the object of the game is the 6 cops got to kill the 6 thieves, and we just got to get away. The greatest thing I've ever seen in a video game. So I'm with these 6 dudes. We're trying to get away. One of the guys is like, I know where there's a helicopter. So the cops they got like 3 cop cars on us. We're getting away in the car. I'm just a passenger, right? So we pull up. We get out of the car. Now we're fighting them off. We're shooting at the cops. The guy's like, I'm going to go get the helicopter started. And we're trying to hold the cops off while he gets the helicopter started. So I'm still shooting. I'm shooting, trying to keep the cops off them. I turn around. The dude's lifting off in the helicopter. They're leaving me behind. I'm like, yo, wait. They're like, sorry, too late. Then one of the cops pulls out a rocket launcher and blows them out of the sky, kills all of them, and I'm the only one left.
So then you went to jail and had 3 meals of squares.
I
right?
jumped in the car and ran again, and then I got like 6 cops chasing me because I'm the only one still left alive. But it was so funny because it looked like I was screwed, but then they got blown out of the sky with a rocket launcher. It was one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Wow,
in a
lucky
video
you,
game.
dude.
Yeah, well, I was trying to do the right thing. I was sacrificing myself, holding them off.
I think that was set up anyway.
Yeah, so it almost seems like a setup, like it was a movie. But anyway, one of the coolest things I've ever seen in a video game. Other big video game news, Black Panther game is in the works. Pretty exciting. A lot of cool superhero games out there. Of course, the Batman Arkham series was great. All the Spider-Man games from Sony on PlayStation. Well, apparently Black Panther is going to get a game. Jeff Grubb revealed this week, whoever he is, that EA is currently working on a single-player game in which players will be tasked with becoming the ultimate Wakandan warriors. We don't know anything
I
about
like
the game,
that.
but the
That I
fact
like.
that it's a single-player game,
Oh, yeah.
it's going to be a story game. It's not going to be an online game. I'm pretty excited about that. Looks
They
pretty
think
awesome.
of us little people. Thank you, man.
So, but yeah, all the Spider-Man games are single, and those are fantastic, especially the last 2, the Miles Morales and the first Spider-Man game that came out on the next generation. Looks great on PS5, and the Batman Arkham games are the best superhero games of all time. And Trent, you know what the best superhero games of all time reminds me of?
The sports?
Yeah, how did you know? That's amazing. That's amazing.
This guy's unbelievable.
How did you?
I know.
You got ESPN,
You
brother.
read my mind.
I'm telling you, man. My head hurts now. Get out of there.
Well, congratulations to you, Trent. You're a clairvoyant, and I'm impressed.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. You're okay at the segues. I mean,
Oh.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I just
you're
said
okay. You're not great.
Yeah.
But
You're all right,
okay.
man. Don't worry about it.
I was feeling good about myself for 1 second there.
Yeah. Yo, get off the floor, kid.
It's now, I was up there, now I'm down there. But anyway.
Yep.
And that's
Your ass just fell.
and
So-
honestly, yeah, that's how it feels. I feel down lately as a sports fan. I feel down.
You're not.
Well, that's ironic. Okay, so now
Wow.
it's time to talk a little Rays baseball. I might as well. We let off with the Yankees last week, so I said might as well let's go Tampa Bay. Let's go ahead and talk about them.
Yeah, but
Tampa Bay. Yeah, they're not doing so well right now. They've lost pretty much every series except for this past series against Toronto. They didn't lose it, but they didn't win it either. They split it because it was a 2-game set at Tropicana Field, the best ballpark in Major League Baseball. But anyway, since the All-Star break, man, the Rays have been they haven't been able to win games. They lost to the Kansas City Royals. They fell to the
so hit the Yankees.
Well, they lost one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they fell to the Baltimore Orioles as well in a 4-game set. And, of course, they came home and lost 2 out of 3 to the Cleveland, I got to be careful, Guardians.
Thank you, Trent.
The Cleveland Guardians, because I've almost slipped up and called them the Indians, and they're not the Indians anymore. So that's why I said that.
Well, you get a break. It's only the first year with the new name. So, but next year, if you get it wrong, we will execute you. Yeah. This year, it's okay, though.
Where do you live?
We will find you, Trent.
I will be found. Uh-oh.
Yes.
That is not good. And then, of course, they split the series with the Toronto Blue Jays. Real quickly, I'm going to touch on the trade deadline. Moves that the Rays made didn't make. And breaking news, they didn't get Juan Soto. The Yankees didn't get Juan Soto either. The San Diego Padres did.
I thought for sure the Rays were going to get him, though. I thought for sure that he immediately would have been making more than the whole team.
Come on, man. Benintendi's 1 in 19.
He's walked a lot, though.
He's 1 in 19.
Hopefully Rich gets his walking papers soon. That'll be. But anyway, the Rays ended up participating in some moves on the trade deadline. They traded one Brett Phillips, and Brett Phillips is a fan favorite. Real cool, feel good story about him. Chloe, I can't think of her last name. She was battling cancer there for a while back, and she still is. And earlier this season, Brett Phillips made her day because Phillips spent some time with her before the game, met her and her family. And Brett Phillips told her before a home game, said, Chloe, I'm going to hit a home run tonight. And boy, he just and the ironic thing was Brett Phillips was at the plate. She was being interviewed on live TV. He hits a home run. And while she's being interviewed, that's one of the most memorable moments of Brett Phillips' tenure in Tampa Bay is what he's done and what he will continue to do for that young lady who is unfortunately battling cancer, which is a tough thing. So that's a feel-good human interest story for Brett Phillips. That's he will always have a special place in my heart because of what he did.
Thumbs up to my man.
Oh, yeah.
What's that?
It kind of reminds
me. Thumbs up.
It kind of reminds me of like Babe Ruth visiting the children's hospital and promising home runs and all that.
When
Lou Gehrig.
O'Neill goes to Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Seinfeld.
So the
Kramer told him, I'm going to make him hit you 3 home runs.
So they designated Phillips for assignment on Monday. Then he found out on Tuesday that he got traded to the Baltimore Orioles. So that's ironic. I was telling somebody earlier today, because Phillips is a Baltimore Oriole now, he couldn't square up a ball whenever he's with Tampa Bay. But I guarantee you, when Baltimore comes to town on the 13th of this month, or on the 12th, or whatever day that is, the 12th, 13th, and 14th, they come to Tropicana Field for a weekend series. I might try to go catch one of those games, by the way.
He's going to lay the wood on them, man.
Yeah, I might try to do that. Next thing you know, Phillips could have a large homecoming. It's our luck because every guy that the Rays trades, it seems like, does very well, except with the exception of Evan Longoria. It seems like he's always hurt. But anyway, so Phillips got traded. The Rays did acquire David Peralta from the Arizona Diamondbacks. Apparently, he's played some different positions in the field. He's done well. They also acquired Cody Clevenger, I think, from the Los Angeles Dodgers. Jose Siri from the Houston Astros. They acquired him, a center fielder that can go get the ball defensively. Offensively, he hasn't been doing very well as of late, but he has a tendency. He's hitting the ball in AAA, but hitting the ball in AAA is vastly different than hitting major league pitching. So that's you can't. It's like comparing apples to oranges. Oh, he's hitting well in the minor leagues. Don't give me all that, because the game is different in minor league baseball. So that's what the Rays ended up doing as far as the trade deadline is concerned. And look, they're 3 games behind the Toronto Blue Jays. They were 3 games behind them when Toronto entered town, so they didn't lose any ground. However, they didn't gain any ground against Toronto. Toronto's got the number 1 overall wild card spot, but the Rays have got some teams on their heels. The Guardians are less than 2 games back. Baltimore is 2 games back. It's hard to believe we're still talking about Baltimore in the wild card system, in the wild card spot.
Seattle, but, you guys better watch Seattle too.
Oh, yeah, Seattle. Look, Tampa Bay, if they continue to get some guys back, it looks like they'll get Francisco Mejia off the injured list on Friday, one of their catchers that has got some pop in their bat. And if they beat teams and start winning some of these series, they're going to be fine. I mean, they're playing Detroit. You would think Detroit should be an easy team to beat. Not so much. So they're playing a 4-gamer at Comerica Park this weekend. Before going to Milwaukee, and they got swept by Milwaukee earlier in the season at the Trop. So it's toward the end of June, as a matter of fact. So the Rays have to win series if they want to continue to push for that number 1 overall wild card spot, or if they just want to get in the playoffs. They have to keep winning series. If they don't, teams are going to jump over them. They're going to get further and further out the playoff picture, and they're not going to make the playoffs for the first time since 2018, I think. No. 2018, I believe.
Wow.
So, but anyway, that's what's going on with the Rays.
Yeah, and the Orioles, they were on that 10-game winning streak, and they made a couple of surprising moves. Mancini out of there,
Mancini's gone.
I think they got rid of their closer as well.
Yeah,
so, so odd that the Orioles.
So did San Diego got rid of their closer.
San Diego got rid of their closer, but they didn't. Didn't they bring back what's his name, Hader, Josh? Didn't they bring in another closer?
I don't know.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I know San Diego, they brought in a big-time reliever, and obviously they brought in Juan Soto. So they're going for it big time. They got a stacked lineup over there.
Yeah, they got the first baseman also from Washington.
All I got to say to the Los Angeles Dodgers, I got 2 words for them: look out.
And, the Dodgers, or even, you got to put the Mets in that conversation, as they've had a huge year. 30 games over 500. They got their 2 big pitchers back now with Scherzer and DeGrom. We'll see if DeGrom can stay healthy for the stretch run. But you get to the playoffs, the Mets clearly have the best front end of the rotation of anybody in baseball. Nobody can really compete with it's definitely not the Yankees after seeing Cole today. I mean, Scherzer goes out there. He does what a guy making $40 million a year is supposed to do. You go out there and you dominate. Garrett Cole with his $300 million.
Syndergaard was out there too. How come the Yankees didn't pick him up?
Because Syndergaard stinks.
Oh, okay.
I don't go anywhere near that guy.
Now you know, man.
But
he's going to the Rays, right?
Yeah, the Rays could use him.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Some surprising moves there with the Orioles. San Diego is stacked. We'll see if they can challenge the Mets, and of course Seattle making their run. They get Castillo from the Reds. That was a big move. We saw him do what he's supposed to do against the Yankees today, and we saw Garrett Cole, Mr. $300 million, give up 6 runs in the first inning. And he just has too many starts like that where he gives you nothing, man.
The guy's he's lost in the sauce out there.
Yeah, he'll have a bunch of good starts, but then like to start early, you remember them against out there in Minnesota, gives up back-to-back home runs to start the game.
Yeah, but lately, since last year, he's been giving up a lot of home runs.
I mean, you look at the numbers; he's having a pretty good year. Still has an ERA in the 3s.
Now, when I see him,
but when he, the game the Yankees lost to Tampa that I went to this year, he pitched a great game. I wish he would have went deeper in the game, but was 1 run, 6 innings. The bullpen blew that game, and they couldn't get a big hit in a big spot. But Cole has too many of these games where early he has nothing. It happened in the playoffs against the Red Sox last year, where he got smacked around first couple of innings, and it happened today where the guy, I mean, he's throwing batting practice up there. 6 runs in the first. It was just awful. And he pitches into the 6th. Like, what does that mean? Who cares? You gave up 6 runs already. Okay, you're giving the team innings. You don't want to destroy your bullpen, but we needed you in the first inning.
Guy had 3 home runs.
So in the first inning, it was, and like I said, it's batting practice, hanging sliders, fastballs right down the middle. You know what's going on, and then he's looking in the dugout.
I hope he's not another Sonny Gray, man.
Well, I mean, he's lasted longer than Sonny Gray. He's already had a better Yankee career than Sonny Gray. Sonny Gray was a complete zero, but then again, Sonny Gray wasn't making $300 million. So Cole is on a whole other level. You're paying him like he is a Scherzer. You know, you're paying him like he is a Kershaw, you know, from 7 years ago. You're paying him like he's one of the big pitchers in baseball, yet too often he's very hittable early in games. He just doesn't come out ready, and it's very frustrating to watch. Just like this team has been frustrating to watch over the past month. As good as they were, you know, just unstoppable in June, they played sub-500 baseball in July and had a rough start to the second half of the season. Of course, you know, you lose you get swept in the doubleheader against Houston in Houston. You get swept by the Mets in a 2-game series where Scherzer dominated you, struck out Judge a bunch of times. The team looks terrible. And then you get an opponent, and then you make, you know, very George-like situation where the Yankees get swept by the Mets at Citi Field. Look, do I consider a 2-game series really a sweep? No, to me, you got to have at least 3 games, but still, technically it's a sweep. So you lose the 2 games, and like literally 20 minutes after they lose that second game, they make the announcement that the trade for Benintendi is done.
And then, are you kidding me, man?
And they go out, okay, you take 3 out of 4 against the terrible Kansas City Royals, but then you lose that last game where you had a 2-run lead in the 9th inning, and Clay Holmes spits the bit.
Oh my God.
You know, just and this is the guy. He's only had 3 blown saves, but last couple have been awful, and they're against terrible teams. He blew the game. He blew a 3-run lead in the 9th against the Cincinnati Reds. They're a terrible team. Blew a 3-run lead there, and then just blew a 2-run lead against the Kansas City Royals in the 9th. And that was one of the guys at least left in the bullpen that you want to feel good about. Now you're not so sure. You're like,
I have odds at us since yesterday.
So those sinkers aren't sinking.
I can't eat. I can't sleep.
So, and then this year you're not used to seeing the Yankees lose series, and you're definitely not used to seeing them lose series at home. You know, they get a quality opponent in the Seattle Mariners. Trent just mentioned they're right there for the wild card, and they come in, take 2 out of 3 against the Yankees, and destroy Garrett Cole. So that wasn't fun to watch.
I think we should wait until about the 2nd or 3rd week of August.
Now, all that being said, what they say in baseball is true. You know, you're not as good as you look when you're going well, and you're not as bad as you look when you're going bad. So the reality, the truth, is somewhere in the middle there. So you have to look at this team and say they were hot for a couple of months, and now they're paying for it. You know, things are balancing out. You expected that there was going to be a lull, the dog days of summer, the whole thing. So you got to look at this team and evaluate what they did at the trade deadline.
Okay. You sit there for 4 hours, they're leading by 6, and they lose by 10. Are you kidding me?
What game was that?
I don't know, man. I know they were losing by a lot. I can't watch this shit no more.
But you get to the trade deadline, and a team that's put themselves in a great position, first team to 70 wins this season. What did they do at the trade deadline? And they pretty much did everything you wanted to see them do, short of bringing Juan Soto in. So, either and they did try, but either the Nationals don't believe in Volpe, the Yankees' big shortstop prospect, as much as the Yankees do, and San Diego was better able to put together a better package of prospects, or Yankees didn't put out a offer.
They have to pay Judge.
So who knows? So we'll see there. But what did they do? And they went out and they got the guy that everybody was talking about all year, Andrew Benintendi, left-hander, makes contact, puts the bat on the ball. It was hitting 320 when he got here. He's hitting 311 on a bit of a slide.
I think it was 309 or 308.
So that average continues to drop since he's been a Yankee. But you watch him, you can see that he's pressing right now. You hope that in a couple of weeks he's going to be able to settle down and get into a groove. And he is walking a lot and scoring runs.
I hope he's not a little Gallo.
No, he's not going to be Gallo. I'll get to Gallo. But so you got Benintendi. That was the first move. That was the big move. That got all us Yankee fans to stop dwelling on the fact that you just lost 2 games to the Mets. Now we can think about Benintendi and the fact that Joey Gallo's days as a Yankee are numbered. What else did they do? Hey, they didn't get Castillo, but they got the next best thing on the market, a guy we haven't seen yet in Frankie Montas from the Athletics, from the A's, one of the best pitchers in the American League this year, seemingly to back up Garrett Cole, but maybe Cole will be backing him up the way he pitches sometimes.
God.
We'll see who gets. You assume that the Yankees are going to be able to set it up, get the bye.
Didn't Sonny Gray come from Oakland?
He did come from Oakland.
Holy shit. More odds that are coming.
So we'll see. We'll see what. Hopefully, he doesn't turn out to be another Sonny Gray. And as a New York fan, that is a big part of the equation. You always can this dude perform in New York, because it's different in New York. For instance, not as a diss, but in Tampa, maybe you'll have a handful of reporters there at the end of the game. In New York, it's a room full. I mean, and people asking the same question over. It's just a different environment,
I think Gallo would have did good in Tampa.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why the Yankees were actually able to trade Joey Gallo for a breathing human being. I thought, maybe a bag of balls, or just take him.
Yeah, but he's still not playing until September.
But they're able to trade Joey Gallo of all teams. Where did he go? To the Dodgers.
Unbelievable.
Which is unbelievable.
He'll hit the winning home run against the Yankees in the World Series. Imagine that.
Well, the Yankees are in the World Series. I'll be pretty happy. We'll see. I'm not convinced of that yet. We'll see how this team hits the stretch and
I'm giving it 2 weeks.
How they're playing. But yeah, Joey Gallo is was not necessarily an all-star player, but he was a dude in Texas that you can pencil in for 40 home runs. Okay, he's going to hit 215, but he's going to hit 40 home runs. He's going to strike out a lot, but he's going to hit the long ball. Statistically, and this isn't a joke, statistically, you can make the argument that Joey Gallo is the worst position player in Yankee history. I mean, the guy was hitting 165. It was an embarrassment. Struck out, and he admitted leaving that the fans and the boos got to him.
Yeah.
Wah, you didn't perform, you're going to get booed. You're in New York.
Defense was good. Come on, I throw a little bit in there.
But Joey Gallo was historically bad with the Yankees. So yeah, and that's what. But to me, it makes no sense because, like you said, maybe a team like Tampa brings him in, or Cleveland, one of these smaller markets. He goes from the Yankees to the Dodgers. Like there's no pressure relief there.
There's no pressure, baby.
You're going to another place where the media is going to be all over you.
He's going to hit the home run in the bottom of the ninth against the Yankees.
I would love to see him up against the Yankees in the World Series in a big spot. High fastball, strike out.
Right. Strike out.
Bye-bye. Back to the bench.
But again. Not Coles, bro, please.
Cole's going to be pitching game 1, man. He's got a lot of demons.
Coles is frozen right now.
Sometimes he comes out in that first inning, and for a $300 million guy, he throws some BP, and it is tough to watch, and that's what we saw against Seattle. In a rubber game matchup, a game where you expect him to come out and be that ace, and he basically Joey Gallo'd it from a pitching perspective. In that final game against Seattle. But we don't want to dwell on that. Yankees made a lot of moves. They get Scott Efros from the Cubs. He was one of the top relievers in the National League so far this year.
Thank God, finally.
That's a huge signing for the Yankees. He has a 2.66 ERA this year in 44 innings. He's done well. They also were able to get, you mentioned it as well. Now, this was the surprising trade. For the Yankees at the trade deadline. They have some starting pitching depth, but we've seen a lot of those pitchers pitch so well here. And a lot of people shocked that the Yankees trade Jordan Montgomery.
But you didn't like that guy anyway.
He had a sub-4 ERA, but I got to tell you, over the years, and Trent will like this, but there's one game that sticks out in my head. But
here we go.
Over the years, Montgomery, like, okay, he's solid. He gives you innings. But then a big game will come around, and he'll just get smacked. Anytime there was a big game,
he laid an egg.
He was on the mound, you knew.
He was laying eggs.
He doesn't have big game stuff. Like, he has good Tuesday night against the Oakland A's stuff. Okay, he's going to give you 6 innings, give up 3 runs on a Tuesday, but the lights are shining bright. He's going to get smacked around. And one game, and there have been a couple like that this year. He's been bad lately, but I don't think it was last year. May have been 2 years ago, Trent. You might remember this, but the Yankees were having this war with the Rays. Everybody was throwing the ball at each other.
Yes, okay.
Right?
Oh yeah, that was during COVID, I believe. Yeah.
Yankees throwing the balls at the Rays. Rays were throwing the balls at the Yankees. The Rays were crying. The Yankees were. Everybody was bitching and complaining. Anyway, all that happened. I think it may have been a Saturday game. There was a lot of throwing at each other. On Sunday, Montgomery's on the mound for the last game and they smacked him around I think it was like 7-0 in the third
They
inning.
were smacking him like a bad habit, right?
And that was one of those games, division rival.
Right.
Teams are throwing at each other. It's heated. You're like, all right, buckle up. Let's go. Get out there, show some cojones.
Yeah, that's right. Show them marbles, man.
And he goes out there and and you've seen Montgomery do that over. So I have, to me, you see the national news. Oh, it's shocking that the Yankees would give up some of their pitching depth. But first of all, Yankees look at Montgomery. They get to he's not starting a game in the postseason.
Said that he's not going to start game.
He's not going to start the game in the postseason. I'd be shocked if Tyone starts in the postseason. That dude's another home run machine, But okay, I don't love Montgomery. They make the trade, and they bring in a guy who a lot of people consider to be one of the best center fielders defensively in the game, in Harrison Bader.
Yes.
Now, of course, he's got plantar fasciitis. He's in a walking boot right now.
Yeah.
But that's how much they thought of Montgomery. All right.
Matt Carpenter says he's a good guy.
Well, Carpenter played with him. In St. Louis.
Yeah.
So, and this will give the Yankees a chance. You just saw Stanton go down with the injury. He's played a lot of right field this year.
Right.
So when he comes back, I think maybe at this point of the season, Stanton's time in the outfield is done. He's going to come back and be exclusive DH, and you'll have Bader and center field, and that'll allow Judge to stay in right field.
Right, and then Donaldson would be sitting then.
And then you get Hicks out of the lineup, because then you're going to have a lineup with a new guy in center. You have Judge in right, Benintendi in left. You get Hicks out of the lineup, who's a walking out, automatic out, right?
Walking disaster.
So then you wonder, who's the other guy who's kind of an automatic out in this lineup right now, has been the entire season, is Donaldson.
Donaldson, yeah, he's got to sit down.
So, but I don't know what you do. It seems like he's kind of penciled in there, because if what are you going to do? I guess you're going to have LeMahieu at third, because you could. Donaldson will be the odd man out. You get LeMahieu at third, IKF at short. Then you have Glaber at second.
Torres is a little suspect lately.
Well, Torres, the good thing about him is he gets big hits. He does. He leads the team in walk-offs the past 5 seasons. But, yeah, sometimes he has bad at-bats in big spots, for sure. But you can see a scenario where Donaldson, who's been a huge disappointment this year. I mean, I think he has 6 home runs on the season. He's hitting .215.
6 or 9?
Is it 9?
Something like that.
So he's been awful this year. So if there's a guy in the infield that'll be out, you think in the postseason, it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be LeMahieu at third, IKF short, Torres at second, and of course Rizzo at first. Now all of a sudden, and that's the thing where if you're a Yankee fan, all right, lose 2 out of 3 to this, and you blow a game against Kansas City. For the most part, the team that you're watching right now is not the team that's going to be on the field in October for these huge games.
But some of these guys, they get a little chance, go up there and show something.
Definitely. You want to see that. That's what this time is for, August and September. But I think just looking at the trade deadline and considering that the team that plays in the postseason is going to be much different than the team you're watching now because of what the Yankees did at the trade deadline, I think you got to feel good about them. You really do. So
I hope so.
I give them an A, at least an A, for what they did at the trade deadline.
Oh, okay, that's an A.
Oh yeah, okay,
that
sounds good. Now we got we spent a lot of time on the Yankees.
I got a lot to say. I got a lot to say.
I know. I know. All right, let's keep this moving here. So we've got other
Tom Brady's birthday. Oh, sorry.
Tom Brady's birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
I must pay a little tribute to one Vince Scully. We did lose him.
Oh yeah.
Last night, Vince Scully passed away at the age of 94. And hey, what a great broadcaster, too. He lived a great life, but what an extraordinary broadcaster. You know, some broadcasters stand out like Sterling with the Yankees, even though I'm not a Yankee fan. I do like John Sterling as a broadcaster.
Dwayne Stats with the Tampa Bay Rays.
Yeah, Scully got what did he get? A call?
I do like Dwayne
Three
Stats.
perfect games.
Oh, yeah. He called Larson in the World Series.
56, and they said, what was he, 30 years old?
I don't know. Well, the great thing is,
years old, I think it was.
we have you here, and you actually heard his first game on the radio.
Oh, watch it, folks.
Shit.
You were a fan since day one.
Oh, my God. Somebody get my hub around, please.
No, yeah, he's been a part of so many huge. Obviously, he called the 1 year that the Brooklyn Dodgers won in '55.
Right. In 55. He called the games, I believe. Did he call the Yankee games in 76 and 78?
I don't know that. You can tell me that. But he's an icon. I would say, and was the longest standing broadcaster with one
67
team.
years.
So many cool things to say about. And the thing for me as a baseball fan with Vince Scully, and I've had a chance over the years as all baseball fans to hear a couple of games that Vince Scully called, is it's such a throwback to hear him call a game because he does it by himself.
Yeah.
And
no partners.
To do a baseball game by yourself where there are so many breaks in the action.
67 years.
And he does it on the radio, too. I mean, TV, you can kind of compliment what you see. You don't have to say everything and anything and everything. On the radio, you have to say everything. You got to kind of talk about how it smells. You have to talk about how what the atmosphere in the ballpark is, where the alignment. You really have to describe the alignment in great detail. And Scully did all that, man. He did it really well. He was also known for calling some NFL games too. He called some games back in the 60s. I think he called a few playoff games as well. So I mean. I couldn't let this sports segment go by saying Vince Scully's legacy will always live on.
Live on, brother.
Oh, yeah, one of the greats of all time. I did want to do this real quick, Trent, before you have anything else on sports?
No, just it's close to the couch report, so we got to get to that.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Before we do that, there's this cool list. ESPN, they asked 50 experts, reporters, and analysts to name the NFL's greatest player of all time at every position. So I'm going to give you a couple of these and see if you agree with it or not. Okay. We won't go through every position, but obviously let's start at quarterback. All right. Okay. So their greatest quarterback of all time, yes, Trent is the birthday boy, TB12, Tom Brady.
Oh, how about that?
The best quarterback of all time. I'll go to you first, Super Radio Father. Do you agree with that assessment?
Nah, man.
That's right. Well, you got to give me someone then. If you don't think it's Tom Brady, who's the greatest quarterback you've ever seen in your life?
I ever seen in my life?
Yeah.
I don't think I ever had.
You never saw a quarterback? Well, it doesn't have to be a giant.
No, it doesn't have to be a giant.
Anybody you've ever
seen. When
I
was growing up, it was Roman Gabriel.
Roman Gabriel?
Imagine that. Or Joe Cap.
Joe Cat. Yeah. Wait, what is this? 1870?
Well, no, it's late 60s.
Okay.
You know, he wore one ball like the kickers.
Yeah. So Roman Gabriel was a better quarterback than Tom Brady?
No.
What are you telling me then?
Let
me help you out. How about Joe Montana?
Yeah.
Was he better than Tom Brady? All right, how about this? Let me throw another one in there for you, someone you probably saw. Terry Bradshaw.
I think Terry Bradshaw was the man, and I think Montana was something else.
Were they better than Tom Brady?
I think so for their time.
For their time? Yeah. That's just what we get into, comparing errors.
My wife fell in love with Joe Montana when he was playing with Notre Dame.
Mm.
And they were wearing the only green uniforms ever. They had that day.
Yeah. I've seen the footage of that game. Yeah.
And they came back like from 20-something points down.
Mm-hmm.
And my wife says, I love that guy. He went to San Francisco. You know, Mommy was a San Francisco fan. all the time. So every time San Francisco played the Giants, we didn't talk for a couple of days.
Well, how about you, Trent? Do you agree with that? Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time?
I'm not just saying this because I am a Tampa Bay fan. I'm saying it because, he really is. He's shown that he can, he's done a lot of historic things with the Patriots. Most recent coming back 28, coming back from being down 28-3, led that team back when they looked like they were doomed by the Atlanta Falcons. Of course, they tied the game, and then the Patriots won it in overtime. That's just one of many, 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 many things that he's done. Just to see what he's able to still do at the age of now 45. I mean, having a good offensive line is a reason why he's been able to do what he does. But look, he's 45 years old. He's still got the versatility.
That's right.
I do agree. I think Tom Brady is the best at the position.
I think he's good, the greatest.
I would have to say, when I look at just my time, my era, who are the greatest quarterbacks I ever saw? I saw kind of the end of Joe Montana, and what he has going for him is he was undefeated in the Super Bowl. Kind of like, and that's nothing, to me, you can't penalize Brady for losing Super Bowls because he went to so many. So, when you consider Joe, he went to 4 and he won all 4, but still, does it make Brady less than Montana because he actually lost a couple? I really don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Because a lot of people will use that argument. Like you look at Jordan, he was 6-0 in the finals, and that's a big part of the mystique there. But Montana was great from what I saw. Great quarterbacks from my time. Who do I think about? I think of Steve Young as well, coming right in after Montana. Young was amazing, but there were better guys than him. I think Elway was an incredible guy from my time. Warren Moon.
Elway, I think, was a magician on the field.
Yeah, Elway was a great player, man. He's one of the greats of all time. Marino is another guy.
Oh, Dan Marino. The slickster.
The spike game, he never won a Super Bowl as well, so it's hard to even think about putting him on the level of a Tom Brady. But talent-wise, as a quarterback, definitely one of the greats of all time. But from my era, I guess you kind of look at John Elway, then you go up through the years. Peyton Manning enters the conversation as well as a regular
Peyton
season
Manning
performer.
was another slickster out there. But Tom Brady was picked, 272 or 232 or something?
Yeah, he was like the 6th round or something like that. So, but the only guy I can think of, like I said, from my era that you could even come close, putting him near that level, is John Elway. And Elway had trouble in the big game too. And when he did win a Super Bowl, he's kind of like Peyton Manning, where it was because he had Terrell Davis, and they had that big-time running game, and he was at the end, and he finally won. Peyton Manning had won, but obviously when he won with Denver, he wasn't the reason they won. It was defense. So as much as it pains me to say, I guess I have to agree.
You have to, brother.
Nobody's better than Tom Brady. All right, let's look at running back. They have the number 1 running back of all time as Jim Brown.
Jim Brown, if you saw any of
Jim
his
Brown.
Game, that's right, man. You ever seen that guy?
Yeah.
He'll run you over.
Yeah. He was a power runner.
Oh, power runner, knocking everybody down.
I agree. Jim Brown is a great example, too.
I remember one time the interview, they asked him, who's the hardest hitter that ever hit you? And he says it was Dick Butkus. Okay.
Did you just say that so you can say Dick Butkus on the air?
Right, look him up. Dick Butkus was awesome.
The greatest name of all time. Hello, sir, Mr. Butkus. Is that Dick? Beavis and Butthead. I never saw Jim Brown play, so I've seen some of the highlights. From my time, and it's in modern football, the running back position has really been marginalized.
Yeah.
Teams won't even, unless you're the Giants, like a bunch of idiots drafting Saquon Barkley.
Please.
With the second pick.
I remember seeing Gale Sayers. He was always hurt, but that dude can run, man.
Yeah, and the running back was the biggest position at that time. Like I said, modern football, the position's been marginalized. But I look at a guy from the most incredible guy I ever saw was Barry Sanders. And he was always on a terrible Detroit Lions team.
That dude stop on a dime and the defense goes right by him.
To this day, and the only guy maybe that I can somewhat compare him to isn't even a running back, because I don't think a guy with that much talent would play running back anymore. I don't think Barry Sanders would be a running back in today's NFL. He would be a slot receiver because that's where the money is. The only guy I can compare to Barry Sanders is Tyreek Hill, a guy where if he gets the ball in space, he's so fast and so good.
Smith was
You're not
something
getting
else.
him. Emmitt Smith was a great running back.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's his other guy's name? Earl Campbell was a tank.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We saw one game with him. He ran 2 touchdowns, 93 yards or something each. And the Houston Oilers would say, "We are the Houston Oilers."
The Houston Oilers. Remember that? Now they're the Texans, right?
Yeah, now they're the Texans. Yeah, man. So, yeah. You got to see some games on Sunday.
Yeah. You didn't get the NFL ticket.
No, it was no NFL
play.
ticket. The TVs are blurry, man. No HD. And then the famous Heidi game, huh?
Oh, well, you're going way back with the Jets and everything.
Okay.
How about tight end? They have Rob Gronkowski as the greatest tight end of all time. You agree with that, Trent? The greatest tight end of all time.
Yep.
There's a lot of Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Mark Bavaro.
I knew you were going to bring up Bavaro. So, yeah. Travis Kelce is not too shabby.
No, he's not too shabby.
Especially in today's NFL passing game. Kelce would be one of those guys, but Bavaro was just so old school. You think about him in the block, big guy, the tape around the fingers.
Yeah, and he's running, and the guys are hanging off the tape. And oh, my God, that guy just hit anybody.
How about this, Trent? The greatest wide receiver of all time, they have as Jerry Rice. Of course, he caught passes from Joe Montana, Steve Young, guys we brought up earlier. How about you, Trent? Who's the greatest receiver of all time to you?
To me, the greatest receiver of all time, that's tough because there are so many other ones. There's so many great receivers in the league with whether it be, crap. I just
Tom Brady.
Amani Toomer.
Amani Toomer. Keyshawn Johnson,
Keyshawn Johnson.
Well, yeah, definitely Keyshawn Johnson's definitely good. Also, another guy that kind of stays out these days is God. What's his name? I can't think of his name now.
No.
I'm having a
Julio
breakdown.
Jones, your new friend.
It's a Renfro from the Oakland Raiders.
No. Are you thinking about now? I'm drawing on the Rams.
I'm talking about the guy from the Sisters.
Cooper Kupp. Yes,
Kupp.
That's what I'm thinking of. Cooper Kupp's got to be the greatest of all time here.
Because he beat your team. He did have an amazing season last year. He had one of the great seasons any receiver has had of all time. And then on top of that, to catch that big pass against the Buccaneers, at the end of the game. And he had a couple huge catches in the Super Bowl. He caught the game-winning touchdown, didn't he? At the end there.
Did.
So, I mean, I think he's already, just thinking about it, that you're right there, Trent. I think he's, you can already say he's one of the greatest of all times after last season. But you do like to see him do it a little more.
Randy Moss was not bad.
See, you stole my thunder there. Because to me, just going through my time again, the greatest receiver I ever saw was Randy Moss. Because he changed the game. You went into a game against – you weren't thinking about Dante Culpepper or whoever the quarterback was throwing to Randy Moss. You were like, man, we got to throw two guys way back there. Because it seemed like all you had to do is throw the ball up, and he was catching it.
You guys had a good receiver. Wesley Walker.
Al Toon.
Altoon, Wesley Walker was some player. He used to catch some balls.
Well, these guys, they're not the greatest of all time, though. No. I've never seen a receiver.
I'm the greatest of all time.
There you go. I like to see that confidence. I like to see that. You are the greatest super radio father to perform on a podcast.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm moving my hair back. Thank you.
But I don't know. To me, I've never seen a receiver impact the entire league, the game of football, the way Randy Moss did when he was doing what he was doing. So anyway, that's just from my perspective. I don't care what you guys say.
I do.
It's time to sit down and unwind and listen to the Couch Report.
I only care what I say.
Oh, okay. It's DW time.
D-Dub, what's that?
DW, man.
D-W?
Yeah.
D-W. Darren Wesley?
No. Don W.
Don W?
Yeah. Oh, we're talking about the couch potato head?
Trent, are you following any of this, Trent?
I have no clue.
I am so lost right now with the DW and the...
No, because you went through the sports. I was going to give my man a shout-out because he's going to the Bahamas.
Oh, it's a friend of yours.
Yeah, it's a friend
I had no frame of reference on that.
Neither do I, but, he's my man anyway.
Okay.
All right.
I thought maybe Don W. was the greatest left tackle of all time, and you just weren't done yet.
I don't know. He probably is. So anyway, yeah, he's following his team, Trent, to the Bahamas.
Who's his team?
The Kentucky Wildcats.
That's Trent's favorite team, too.
Oh, that's your favorite team, Trent?
Bullshit.
Yes, they're playing international teams in the Bahamas for the next couple of days next week.
But it's in like volleyball or something.
No, it's basketball,
Oh, okay.
volleyball. What's the matter with you? That was 2 years ago.
Oh, Trent, this guy's such a Kentucky Wildcat freak. He even goes to see volleyball games.
Yeah, and they won the Kentucky World Championship, whatever. I just want to give him a shout out because I never seen anybody so loyal.
If you want to be cool, you start calling him D-Dub.
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 D-Dub, what's up, my man?
Yeah.
I'll see you tomorrow, dude.
Go hang out with
Yeah,
D-Dub.
see you
You know
tomorrow.
what I'm saying?
Go
hang
ahead,
out with
man.
D-Dub.
Go ahead. What about the couch?
What about the
Well,
Cavs? You done talking about the Wildcats?
Well, let me see. I told you they're playing the Gators this year, and then he's going to Kentucky to see them down there. Already bought all his tickets.
That's cool.
He's the greatest fan I ever seen.
He's a bigger Kentucky Wildcat fan than you are a Yankee fan?
No, I think we're close.
It's close. It's pretty close.
Oh, yeah.
What about Giants?
Giants.
You're a big Giant fan, bro. A big Giant fan.
I don't want to get sick, man.
Yeah, they're terrible. It's just they have even less hope going into the season than the Jets do.
I don't even think they're playing in the field this year.
Trent, how does it feel to have a football team that it's actually good? That's so foreign to us. How does it feel?
I don't know. I mean, it feels good.
Tell us, man.
It's so weird.
I need therapy, dude.
I'm ready to go 0-3 to start the season.
Yeah. But anyway, that's it. So who's going first with the couch report?
What's on second?
Oh, here we go with the Abbott and
I
Costello.
don't know. Who's on third? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Who are you talking to?
Well, it was another great week with the puppies.
Okay.
Freya and Odin, they're getting along. Freya lets him kiss her sometimes. As I said before, my favorite thing is to walk them. But now that they're coexisting, it's almost like Odin idolizes Freya. So whatever she does, he has to do. So everywhere she sniffs, he has to go behind her and sniff it.
Oh, my goodness.
And, if she jumps up on the couch, then he has to jump up on the couch. And she looks at him. She's like, I'm trying to get away from you. So she gets up and she leaves.
So
She's
they jump on the couch after they sniff each other?
Oh, yeah, it's great.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting over there.
You got to understand, in our house, dogs are people, too.
Yeah, so. Okay. Sir, I'm not going to sit my ass there, no.
But yeah, she's getting used to him, and it's cute to see that kind of camaraderie developing between them, and she's kind of taking on the role of the older sister, and he's idolizing her. So to see that happen in between dogs is pretty cool to witness.
Oh, my goodness. My dog, I was talking to her the other day. She kept turning her head. What are you talking about?
Really?
Yeah.
Because you actually try to you have to use actual language with dogs.
No, I go.
That's not actual language.
I don't do that.
Trent, I said you have to use actual language, and you heard what he did.
Yeah, he made some weird noise or something.
Yeah, that's why it's hard to communicate with my father sometimes. That's what will happen.
I can understand. It's hard to communicate with you too.
Whoa, watch it. Here we go.
So yeah, it happens. So sometimes I'll call my dad on a Saturday night and be like, "Hey, what's going on tonight?" He's like,
I'm bloody sleeping. What are you calling me here? What are you, crazy?
And then Trent will call me on a Tuesday and say, what's up with the news? And I'll be like, so it's full circle. You know?
We are from the same blood.
So let's see. I've been not a lot of time to play video games, but I've still been on this Alan Wake remastered, one of the great games of all time, remastered for PlayStation 5. I never played it before. It's kind of a horror shooter game with an interesting narrative. It's basically the main character is basically Stephen King. He's a writer, and the game is very story driven, but awesome action in the game. So basically, he goes to this town, and everything he writes becomes reality. So all of these mysteries and these monsters are coming out, and his wife gets taken by the demon, but this is all stuff coming out of his head. So it basically, his character is supposed to be Stephen King, and it's kind of like a Stephen King novel. And interestingly enough, they break the game up instead of levels into episodes. So
I'll never write nothing again.
So it's really good. And next time would be the first time.
That's right. Don't talk to me like that.
Don't talk to me like that. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what's been going on with me. I have started to try to catch up on Umbrella Academy, get that done with the third season. Really into the new season of Westworld, which has been an excellent show on HBO, and it's a frustrating show because it comes out every other year, so you literally have to wait 2 years after the last season.
It's like The Sopranos. We waited 5 years for that thing to come back,
and then it ended, and everybody was like, "Man, thank goodness."
Yeah,
ended.
thank God when they ran over that dude's head. That was
I was thinking more about the fade to black in the last episode that pissed everybody off. You know the way the show ended.
Yeah. Yeah, they're in a diner. Come on, man. They didn't even show you
if Tony's going to get whacked, you want to see him get whacked.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, not the guy running his head over. That was
frustrated by Yankee baseball. Been playing a lot of guitar lately, and that's it. Just enjoying it all, man. It's been a good old time for me.
Playing softball every day. Practicing every day. Every day. 4 days a week.
You put the work in, huh?
That's right, man. You got to put it in, man. You got to go deep, you know?
You should make a shirt that says that. You got to go deep,
You got to go deep, you know, man? I'm telling you.
Yeah, and as far as I'm concerned, real quick, just kind of watching TV, still trying to watch a few shows here and there. Other than that, just, staying busy with working and just getting ready for football season. You know, it's right around the corner. Just kind of hanging out with the family. Had a nice little outing here a week or so ago with a family friend of mine. Went up to I bought a new Sirius XM radio. So I can't wait to start an actual radio. I can't wait to start messing with that. It's going to be cool. It's supposed to be, I had to order it online. It's supposed to be shipped in the next couple of days. So over the weekend, I got a project trying to activate it and get everything ready. So I love got that, and just kind of staying outside, trying to stay active, and that's pretty much it for me. Just a normal life, trying to balance the work and balance the preparation for football season with, of course, the best thing of all, sleep.
That's right. Yeah, one life. Don't blow it, right?
Speaking of sleep, you know what that reminds me of?
Like right now?
The show's reached an ocean.
Oh, yeah. It reminds me of the end of the show.
Oh, no. What am I to do now for a week there, son?
Oh, we could do it. Wait, hold up. Okay, never mind. Show's not over. Let's false alarm. Let's do another 2 hours. What do you guys say?
Okay, no.
Not tonight.
Okay, never mind. There we go. We're back on track here.
There you go. Oh, I'm dancing now.
It was a lot of fun. Check out Super Radio Brothers on YouTube, all across social media. We got a lot going on. There are deals up there, movie reviews, whatever you want to find, you're going to find on Super Radio Brothers social media. So, in the words of Bob Dylan,
Go ahead.
You,
go
you're
look for
stepping
it.
all over me.
Hey, go look for it.
You got to let me end the show.
Okay, go ahead, end the show.
Wait a second.
Sorry.
False alarm. We can't end the show now.
No.
You messed up the end of the show. Trent, did you hear that? That's like a sportscaster. I'm doing a home run call and you just scream while I'm
That's
doing
a home run, damn you.
Trent, did you hear that? That's totally unprofessional.
Okay, I'll keep my.
That's okay. It happens.
He said it's okay. Sorry. All right, let's get back on track here. There we go. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, yeah, I'm moving my head too. This is very catchy. All right, let's try this again. Are we good? Anything else you want to say?
I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Trent, do you want to delay the finish of this any longer?
No, I'd rather not.
Okay. In the words of Bob Dylan, time is an ocean, but it ends at the shore. The Super Radio Brothers have finally reached the shore. See ya!
Be safe, everybody.